Welcome to everyone. My name is Winnie Kamuya, CEO, International Renaissance Center, and founder of Women in Leadership Forums. Leadership, this started in 2005, and I'm so glad that we are here. And this series is hosting women leaders who are among the 100 women that we featured. And I want to assure you that the transformation that has been happening since being featured is different. Sometimes I don't know, sometimes I get to know. And our first speaker, who is Helen, she has a very interesting story. I'm so happy that we are able to host her because she shares a story that makes me realize when you step forward not only for yourself, you step forward for other people. So when we featured Helen in March, and now where she is a different story. But let me take it back a little bit, because at the end of 2021, Helen, she was in a place she didn't like, and she was actually going through a depression. But I think, let me hold there, because she has to tell us how all this happened. Let me introduce Helen. She's Hellen Ngari. She has worked in a company. She had worked, let me use the word hard, worked in a company for 18 years. It was hard for her to believe, like she felt shattered. And on 1st of January, after reading my book, that's what she told me. You know, sometimes, and that's why I said, you can do things and assume those things don't affect you. This is the book she's talking about. After reading my book, Shatter the Glass Ceiling, she was bold enough to start her own company, HELLEN NGARI-Insurance Agency, dealing with global and local insurances and getting very exciting customers. Within 2 months, she had achieved a portfolio and created job opportunities for 2 staff members. And she's looking forward to having at least 10. But this was March. This is when we were featuring her. And recently when I was speaking to her, she was like, you know what, Winnie, things are even getting better for me. I was just featured in the Nation newspaper. And last week, or is it this week? She was again called for a big opportunity. I am imagining 2021 December, Helen, you were in a depression. And you thought, this is it. Tell us, what happened?
Good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, Winnie, for giving me this opportunity. I am glad and excited to be the first person, especially to do this presentation. I want to take you back, and I say you really opened my opportunity, and I really appreciated for that, because last year, as I talked to you about it, or having worked with a company for the last 18 years, you can imagine from the scratch, starting to build a portfolio, and then all that portfolio was gone because the company went under. And it was hard to start again. Actually, you can imagine even being caught by depressed clients who didn't know what to do. And I had to create a solution for them very fast. I had to go to the company that register agents, because I could not operate again without having been registered. And my company could not have been registered without registering under IRA, which register the agencies. And I had a dream of not only representing the local companies, but I requested to represent companies, even international companies that offer services that we were offering. And I can tell you, it is really a wow and beautiful thing, because before reading your book, I didn't know that I could move on. I was like in a comfort zone, but your book opened my eyes, and I was able to shatter the glass ceiling, and decided, why not? Why don't I start as Winnie advised? And I started it was very hard and to start, because in the field you are being told the field was flooded and there were so many people dealing with the same things. So you could get people telling you, how will you start, yet this field is well flooded, and it's so difficult because there are so many people at the cutting. And I decided to look back at the book, which said, listen to yourself, your inner self, and start something, and don't fear anybody, face the reality. And that's how it started, and I can't regret. To date, as I told you, I have 2 staffs. I still have 2 staffs, and as I project by December, I'll be having more. And I look to having a big office. I look forward to having a big office and being one of the international brokers, the big brokers, like Akina JW Sigon, I can mention. They are the people who give me the platform to actually market the international companies. And I am also looking forward to being like Aeon Minet, who are big companies. That's my dream, Winnie, after reading your book.
That's great. It's so great. And I think the question I would ask is, I remember when you were getting the book and you sat just like opposite me and asked me, Winnie, how does it feel to sit that side of the
yes.
I know the fear that you had.
Yes.
Like, it is, I want that thing, but I'm so afraid.
Yes.
And as you sat every day reading the book, really depressed, what really changed?
Of prayers. I can say prayers changed me, because without prayers, I kept on praying every day. And I told God, God, let me face this courageously like a giant. And I could see a giant in front of me, you know, like Goliath and David. You could see you are facing Goliath. But prayers and your book gave me the comfort to really say, if Winnie can sit there and she's almost my age, why not me? Why can't I get, my dream is to sit like where you are right now.
Now I must ask you the question, does it feel as scary as you felt before?
Literally, no, it doesn't feel scary. In fact, every day I wake up, I long to wake up. I can say that I have even improved my hours. I used to sleep early, now I'm sleeping late. I used to wake up late, now I'm waking up a bit earlier. In Paka, even I can testify, like I find myself just waking up at night at 3 and go and sit down on my desk and start working. So I feel like when you're doing your own thing, is so motivating. And where you are following your dreams, you don't want to give up.
When you're following your dreams, nothing will stop you.
Yes.
Really nice. And it's nice to know that even after you're featured, a lot of people felt happy, and that maybe also motivated and gave you the energy to believe in yourself more, unlike before. Now, when you sit on that seat, you can see how many people are impacted by your services. Does that really give you the motivation that you need to keep going?
Very much. I can tell you that the newspaper, after I appeared on the newspaper on the last week, but one Wednesday, that really impacted, and you find that even the people who would be interested in doing insurances, young who are leaving schools, and they are like, they don't have a job. They were calling me to ask me how I started. And I can testify that I have motivated even people who have left jobs and they didn't know what to do. They are looking forward to get into those insurances. And since I advised them that insurance has no ceiling income, it has no age limit, they are really interested to start it, especially the young ones. They really want to start it. And I am glad that I'm getting testimonies of people who are calling me to thank me because of actually motivating them. Because they say after they called me because they really look for my number and called me. And some of them, I even tell them, because you've not done this course, come and work under me and I'll make sure I pay you. So you find that I've even created like a job opportunity. Last week, I gave somebody sold 600,000 and I had to give her 60K. And she was like, hey, so it is okay. This job is good and it's paying. And they were very excited. Yeah.
They can see it's real. It's real. Now you see, from this experience, you're now beginning to understand that you are hindering other people from their success. You are the door to other people. And I'm so glad that you were able to see beyond and still step forward, even though you could have felt scared or unsure, and you stepped forward. Well done for that. And I'm sure you get more opportunities as you keep going and giving others the opportunity, because leadership is about creating other leaders. So what you are doing is just the beginning of what is ahead of your life. How do you feel like looking forward now when you look back like I was afraid? Now, when you look forward, what do you feel? Like when you look 5 years from now, what do you feel?
I feel excited. I feel excited because I'll impact people's life. I feel excited because people stopped crying. The people who would be interested to know about how to make money, they will at least impact their life. And I am glad that one day I'll have touched a life. And I'll be big, at least at my retirement age. I know that I'll be able to go and relax and just wait for money to work for me and create job opportunity in my company, because I know it will. Based on the fact that it's not only local insurances that I'm representing even global companies. So I am very sure that my company will grow, and I can see a good HELLEN Ngari-Insurance Agency in future, a big one on that note.
Yeah, and now that you're talking international, how does it feel? Like before, you could not see Helen even sitting on this side where I'm sitting.
Yes.
And now Helen is seeing herself beyond Kenya. How does that?
It is such an exciting, I can't even, I don't know which word to use. It's very exciting. I can tell you that when I appeared in the newspaper, there are people in abroad, USA, who called me and they wanted to cover their parents here in Kenya. I gave them a solution. At least I'm able even to cover people like, I could not see, like, there are people who just come to Kenya and they're looking for an insurance, and since they don't have the ID, they have issues. And you find that when they just come few days and they want to go back, someone want to go back to UK, someone want to go to Dubai, someone want to go to India, and these local companies don't offer the solution for services abroad. They only tell you they will take care of you for 60 days. But as long as you are not permanently here in Kenya and you are able to travel worldwide, you have a solution. The companies that work with, they give you a solution for inpatient and outpatient. And therefore, I can say, before I could not see that, because I was only entangled, or I was only fixed in one place and I could only see that. It's like I had, my eyes were closed and I could not see beyond where I was. I was literally in a comfort zone.
You're really stuck within the boundaries. And now you are able to see beyond those boundaries. You actually set yourself free and you actually see beyond the country. Well done for that. And I believe that that will impact not only yourself, your family, and I'm sure your family can see also, because once you have such an impact, the family also sees a different Helen. What do they feel about you and the decision that you took?
Yes, pardon? Sorry, come again.
How do your family feel about the decision that you took and how it is impacting them? How do they feel about that?
first of all, I was almost giving up and saying that I will go to start selling clothes.
You're undermining yourself.
I was undermining myself, but nowadays I really, all my relatives, especially when they see me on the news, they see me on the papers, they see me everywhere, they feel so encouraged, and they tell me, you did a good thing to take a step ahead, to move on, because it's like I dusted myself very fast and moved on. Yeah. Yes.
Well, really well done for doing that. I think
yes.
December 2021 and December 2022, it's definitely going to look different. You are now you are now a public figure. It's not something that you imagined. In December 2021, you saw your life had come to an end, and suddenly now your life is just taking off. It's like it is against everything that you ever thought or imagined was possible for you. Now it's possible. And there's so many people who think they've reached the end of the road and they just stop without realizing that God is saying, I've put a comma, your life is about to begin. Because that is exactly what happens. Like your life was just beginning. Had you accepted and just went back and sat down and continued crying, or accept you allowed yourself to get depressed, maybe you'd not be where you are today. I must celebrate you, all that has happened, for the courage that you have had, because I know there are so many people looking at you and having so much hope and seeing that the future can be different when you make that decision. And I know the biggest, the biggest thing is people are slow to make that decision, that this come to an end and my life has to be different. We never know how different it can be until we say, this is the moment. So now that in December, you made that decision that, no, I can't stay here and I can't continue feeling sorry for myself. Do you regret about changing your mind or saying it has to stop?
Not at all. Not at all. In fact, by December, I felt clashed. You know, the way December, you are used to having money, all of a sudden you don't have money to buy food for to take your kids for Christmas, to buy them clothes, and you are just stuck there. You don't have a salary, you have nothing, you know? And then December, I started calling my clients, telling them, you know, I've started this, can you come and support me? I'll give you solution, just like I was giving you solutions before. And now life started again. I don't have any single regret from starting again. I was clashed, but I can say after reading your book, I scattered the glass ceiling, and I can say it was an eye-opener. It was an eye-opener, and it happened at the right time. Actually, it was my retirement plan, because before even this happened, I had written a note somewhere that year 2022, I would start my own company. Little did I know it would come through this way. And then when I visited you also in your office, you really encouraged me. And I can say you opened my eyes more, because I remember you used to tell me I am my own blood. And I can't regret why I came to see you, Winnie. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's so glad. One of the things that you've said that is important is writing down. There is something that happens when we write things down. You wrote that thing down, and the brain works with what is written down. Like it was so clear that this year your life has to change. So your life had to come to that comma for you to get the courage to get up and be who you are supposed to be. Because as you continued being an employee, you could not see the future that you had, the brand that you are carrying. Imagine all the people who are going to be impacted by the services that you offer, all the patients, all of the people that you serve, the organizations. Imagine those people you are talking about from international organizations. They've been looking for somebody. If you were still within that organization, I don't think that could have happened. You'd still be comfortable, okay, there is no problem. and you don't realize. But
Yes.
the moment you
Yes.
went to that bottom part, you realize that your life needed to change. And now it's taken a takeoff that you don't even want to think about. I'm sure you're so happy. I'm sure your family is positively impacted. They cannot believe what is possible, but I feel, you know, every time you call me and tell me what is happening, I feel where you are going. Like the one that suddenly opened up for you, it is you to conquer it, whatever you have. And you have everything within you to make it happen. And now you believe. You believe.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You can see for yourself what is possible. Sometimes we underestimate our potential and we downplay ourselves to the extent that we affect not only ourselves, but the people we are supposed to help. Imagine if I also like close down on this. I could not affect you. I could not impact on you. You'd have gone into a depression. You would be sick by now, or even who knows what would have happened. So that's a great story to tell. And I'm so happy to be able to share. And that's why I insisted, no, Helen, your takeoff is just too fast. We have to share this.
Thank you.
Like just to see that by December this year, we are going to be talking about something else. I'm so happy to be part of your journey. And I'm so glad that you are
Thank you.
Today. So now you are a celebrity. Okay. Don't forget us.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited to hear that. And I hope this celebrity will give me more business. We need.
Definitely. You will. You will. Even if it doesn't give you, remember you are an international brand.
Yes.
Other people that you never knew will come after you. And they will give you business. And you will be surprised and you'll be asking yourself, why did I wait? What was I waiting for? Because that's like entirely it's self-sabotage. Just sabotaging yourself because you're scared of being successful. I think that's the biggest thing, because that is what makes us stand back, because we are like saying, if I'm too successful, what will my friends say? What will my family say? What will happen to us? So just go. It's a journey. It's step by step. And God has prepared you for this moment. 18 years, God has prepared you. You are ready for this. Maybe you've got some tips, some advice you can share with our audience here. I'm sure there's some people who will be watching it later in YouTube. What advice, tips can you share?
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me that opportunity to share the tips. First of all, I would like to tell people that it's good to be patient in everything you start. Don't be an overnight success person. You think that the success just come just like that. Make sure that you have the credibility. People must trust you. You must work hard in whatever you are planning to do, because you must set goals, and those goals you must achieve them. And another thing is that happy customers, the ones that you get, they actually give you referrals, and referrals are the key things that make you more successful, because you can't just keep on getting new clients. So I think those are the only points I have. And I advise people never to give up and never to stick to where they are. They move on. And I normally say, if you are down, dust yourself off and move on very fast. And never fear. Take courage. Yeah. And pray God. God first. Put God first.
Wow, that is so nice. Is there anything else maybe I've forgotten that you want to share with us? Maybe there's something great. Never know, maybe you've just scored another one and you don't know.
What I can say is that for one person to get an opportunity like this one, even to be seen by others, like you can impact life for others. It is really a godly way and unique way, because there are so many people there who would like to be the way I am right now. I can say that God has really given me let me say, he has harbored me. And I feel so harbored at the moment because of having such an opportunity. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I look forward to impacting more people in life. Especially when I see somebody down, I'll always make sure that I tell them, wake up, please. There is life after this and this. Yeah.
This is so
Thank
nice.
you.
So nice.
Thank
Because
you.
one of the things that people are so afraid, they're so afraid even to be seen. People are so afraid. I don't know, afraid of what. But sometimes to be seen helps you to reach to the people who really, really need you. And I guess if you look back at when from March to now, the visibility that you've had and how it's changing and how people are just looking for you. You're not even looking for them. They're looking for you because they can see you and they can see what you are doing. That is a lot of positivity in it. And gladly that you didn't fear, you allowed yourself, you walked the journey, you will keep walking it. You will find a lot of surprises ahead. You can't tell what will happen tomorrow. And you don't, and everything will impact you, will impact your family, because we assume whatever we are doing is not impacting the people around us. It is impacting you. It is impacting the people around you, the people in your industry as well. They'll see you differently. And this is an opportunity for you to say, this is what I can do, I can offer. And someone is looking up on you and expecting you to lead the way. So I'm happy that you are able to accept and take that role of leading and leading yourself, because it has allowed others to also come forward to begin to lead themselves. So well done on that. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm humbled. And I look forward to having another opportunity like this, even to come and testify more. May God bless you. May God bless you so much. Yeah. Thank you.